Headshots. Zolika! I think, did you tell me about the unlocked FPS? That's insane. This game has been locked to 60 FPS for as long as I know. You didn't tell me about this. How did you not lead with this? This is insane, dude. Unlocked FPS? What the hell, dude? Hello to everyone. Let me just quickly set up chaos for you guys, and then we're up to the races. Alright, I'll tell you jump right in and see what happens. I'm not even sure if we can run. If we can run the game at 240 FPS at this resolution. Let's find out. Oh wow. Okay, so we have multiple. Let me pause and show you actually what we have. This is quite insane. So in the trainer settings, there are no, it wasn't options, game tweaks. So a few things. Unlock FPS. You can now play the game in more than 60 FPS. You can turn off the crash cams. The collision detection is now a lot better, so you're not gonna feel like you hit a pocket of air in between the cars. Like that alone is like worth a stream, man. And you also have responsive steering, which removes that input lag that you usually feel in this game, and you can smoothen it out. Or you have like the raw input. You know, depending on if you're playing on a wheel or a controller, this is gonna be relevant. That alone is sick. You know, regardless of the chaos mod, like that are already insane improvements, Zolika. You should have played it up way more. Like that's something people really care about. Trust me. Yeah, well, this it feels like a different game, like immediately. Wow, this feels like a completely different Need for Speed now. And Zo, thanks for the share. Whoa! It still works, huh? Good thing. Good thing we don't have a health bar in this game. Wait a second. Of course we have a health bar. What did I say earlier? Of course we have a health bar. Look at how much damage I took from the up and down earlier. Zolika, can I ask you for a few other games that are hot garbage by default?
Fine. I'll do it myself.
The mods to unlock the FPS, that's the Chaos mod too. It's basically a suite, right? It's basically a suite, but yeah, you don't have to activate the Chaos. You can just have the improvement without the Chaos. The instant response is insane. That's so good. Oh man, if the car actually immediately reacts to inputs, it's quite fun. It doesn't change the fact that you're not gonna get magically more handling, but you're gonna be a lot quicker on the car's response, which is nice. Welcome, Cadet. I'm trying to get through these menus. Shouts to Zolika, figuring out Hot Pursuit Remaster and how to gain access to it. It is definitely something to get used to, like, look at how quickly you can swerve now. Interesting, in full screen the frame rate is much worse. That's crazy to me. You see how much worse this game runs in full screen, Zolika? Like now I'm limited to 120 FPS most of the time. Yay. Hey, that's kind of funny, because actually in photo mode you can move the camera here, can't you? Oh, I mean, I guess not, because of the forced look behind, but usually you could. You know what I love? That, you know, even a game that is completely different to the other games that the Chaos mod is for, a lot of the effects are still functional. Oh, this reminds me of a cutscene of Most Wanted 2012. What language was that? Boris. Boris is back. That Porsche logo looks like a football. Oh shit! I want now want the Porsche football, man. Oh god. I mean, look at the perfect symmetry races now. This is kind of cool. That seems dysfunctional. This is also an interesting racetrack. Oh, it's like Need for Speed 2050, right? With teleports in between the segments. White Java happy. We need a new emote, man. It feels like playing a racing game on a Game Boy. You can barely tell that there's something coming in front of you. big arm of the law. We max out this challenge. This reminds me a little bit of, I don't know, something like an aerial atom, where basically you just see the driver and the wheels and... You know what I'm missing? I'm missing like that barge, that shockwave from Rivals now. Whoa! Yo, he just flew over me, what the hell? Can we EMP from the sky? Oh, come on, let's go. Sniped! I'm a helicopter, let's go. Oh, nice takedown. Holy shit. I think that's it. I don't think I get a respawn. That was so random. Called me a bit off guard. Sardines! Yep, you can play on 240 FPS now. You have to play in borderless though. Don't use full screen. Full screen is really messy. Make sure you play in borderless and then it should work. Like they go back up again all the time. Oh, let's see. Oh no! Whoa, 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 whoa! Yo, Helix Snake is cool. That's definitely a new speed record for this game. 500. That looks more like 500 though. Let's swap to the gameplay improvements. I gotta do a few things for that. I wanna go back to borderless. And I wanna turn off chaos. So, now the gameplay improvements should have worked. And the game, here's my recommendation. Get this game running in windowed. In full screen it's buggy as hell. The VSync setting is fucked up, and it also ruins your frame rate. Like, I couldn't even get the game to run at 120 FPS. Oh, this is better. Oh yeah, this is way better. Oh, this is sick. Like for the longest time, this game was always stuck at 60, and I honestly thought it was a really hard FPS lock. Like, you couldn't unlock it in any way, shape, or form. But from what I can tell, is that the game is just running at 240 FPS and nothing is broken. Like, no physics changes in a negative way, the audio is fine. Like, the NPCs still do these stupid ass moves to get away from you. The game should have had some kind of city area. Yeah, I think a lot of people would have appreciated that. The run at 60 FPS. Dude, I'm gonna ask Zolika if he wants to fix the run. It's another one of those games that could shine so bright if it works better, you know? You need it. I know. That was the same thing. So you get the Chaos mod, which now has a tool set. You press F7, then you go to Options, and you go to Game Tweaks. Here you can unlock the FPS, you can turn off the crash cams, and you can better the collision detection. And additionally, you can turn off the input lag. That feature as well can be accessed and turned off. And then if you want to, you can smoothen out the inputs if you don't trust your trigger finger too much. But yeah, those are all the amazing new settings for this game, and yeah, it's beautiful. I can already see this messing up the competitive scene online. Because I don't think there's any kind of anti-cheat or way to stop anyone from using this, so expect some PC dudes to be using that in the future. To install the mods, you drop the files into the base game folder. Correct! You just drop it here. Z menu. As you can see, it's just in the install folder. It's still Origin for me, but yeah. And when you're in the game, press F7. Once you press F7, you can use your controller to navigate, or you can use your numpad. But yeah, knock yourself out, have fun with high FPS and so on. Guys, I can only recommend you get the Chaos mod just to get access to the 240 FPS unlock. Or whatever your monitor has, right? If you have a 500 Hz monitor, you will run this game at 500 Hz, you know? So, one oddity about this game is you need to turn off Core 0. Right, you need to go to your system process, Google it if you need to. But you need to turn off Core 0 for this game. If it uses Core 0, it likes to lag. Is Need for Speed Hot Pursuit worth it? Yes. Assume you talk about this one. It's really not that expensive as far as I know, and yeah, I would definitely put it into the worth it category. Hey guys, Kuru here. Check out Instant Gaming for cheap game keys. Click the link in the description below. We're done with Chaos Mod, yes. I'm now focusing on the gameplay improvements. because I gotta say it's really nice. It's really nice not having input lag, 240 FPS. Sign me the fuck up, dude. Whoa, that backup was dangerous. 240 FPS is so smooth, right? I am urging anyone in the chats to try this out. If you have a monitor that has more than 60 FPS, get this mod and get your frame rate up. Especially if you combine it with the low input lag. Well, no input lag, now the cars turn instantly. Like, it's so smooth, it's so nice. Biggest shout to Zolika, man, he just made it better. Yes, I absolutely want Codemasters to make Need for Speed. I genuinely believe they're gonna do a better job. And there's actually a fair chance that Criterion stays as a development studio for Battlefield. And well, Codemasters also made Grid Legends, so they don't need to do rally games only, you know. Definitely have a fair share of experience with regular racing games. Also F1, right? That is true though. Ego Engine might be game over because they were already using the Unreal Engine for the rally game, for WRC, right? Fair point. But honestly, I think an engine change is 100% needed, because otherwise we're gonna get the same handling again, right? If they're gonna use Frostbite again, I can guarantee you they're gonna copy and paste the handling, and that's really something I don't want. I'm so done with the Ghost era handling. They refuse to, you know, put it into a spot where it's actually fun to drive. They just keep rehashing the same thing people accept but don't like. You have this on your Switch. Yeah, it does run on the Switch. They actually sent me a key. I was testing it on the Switch. It was alright, it's locked to 30 FPS. But definitely one of the better racing games on the Switch. Doesn't really change the fact that the game is super old at this point. You download the mod. Important, once you put the files into your game folder, you press F7 when you're in-game to open up the menu. And then you have to find in the options, you're gonna have to find, what's it called? Game improvers or something? Game changers? It has some similar word like that. I mean, if you go through all the menus, you're gonna find it eventually. Game tweaks, maybe? Either way, there you turn on FPS and so on. Oh yeah, there. And then it looks like this. Then you have like unlock FPS, no crash cams, better collision detection, responsive steering. The menu doesn't even, yeah, press F7. You did put it in the game folder, right? You did unzip the files into the root game folder, correct? And then you started the game. If you press F7, this pops up. Let's go to sleep. So yeah, sleep tight to come back tomorrow for more, and good night. GG's. Hope you had fun. Big love.